Hi, boys and girls. How are you doing? Well, I've got a little story to tell you today, and it's about lying. Now, it's really bad if you lie because when you lie, if you don't tell the truth straight away, you need another lie to cover up the lie that you've just done. So, I want to tell you a wee story about lying. See what you think of this. Now, one day there was a little boy called Cliff and he was at home with his older sisters. Now, Mum was going out to the shop, and before she went out, she says, "Now, I want to remind you do not do any drawing or colouring on that dining room table. Do it on your tables in your bedroom or on the floor, okay?" And everybody says, "Yes, okay, Mum." And off she went out to the shop. Now, Cliff decided he was going to do some drawing and do a picture for school because he needed to get the homework done. So he sat on the dining room table. Yes, the dining room table. And he took out his pencil and started drawing away. And his sister came in and says, "Cliff, what are you doing?" He says, "Oh, I'm just doing my homework. I won't be long. It'll take me like just a few seconds." And she says, "You know you're not supposed to be drawing on the dining room table. Do you think that's a good idea?" He says, "I'll only be a few minutes." And his sister says, "Right, okay, I'm just going to go on Hoover. So just do it quickly and get off the table." So Cliff picked up his pencil, started drawing away, and then he decided to have a big stretch. And he stretched. Oh. And then he looked and he had the pencil in his hand. He was like, "No." And he looked around, and there on the wall was a big half circle where he'd stretched with the pencil. "No!" shouted Cliff. "No!" And he called his sisters and they ran into the room. "What is it, Cliff? Have you hurt yourself? Have you hurt yourself?" "No," said Cliff as he nearly started crying. "I accidentally drew on the wall." "Oh!" said his sisters as they looked at the wall and they saw this massive half circle. "What are we going to do? Mum's going to go mad when she sees this." So they sat there for a few minutes. I know," says Cliff, and he picked up his rubber and started rubbing out the pencil. And he rubbed 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 until he did a half circle of rubbing. And when they looked at it, they realized that he rubbed out the pencil, but he also rubbed out the wallpaper. And there was this white line right across the wall. "No, that's worse," says his sisters. "We are in so much trouble." I know," says Cliff. "It was an accident. We'll just tell Mum it was an accident." And his sisters sat there and they thought, "We can't because she will be really, really angry." "I know what I'll do," says Cliff. And he went on the floor and he went behind the table and he pulled off the wallpaper off the wall very carefully, right across the edge of the wall next to the floor, a nice long strip. And his sisters looked at him and he showed them this long strip of paper. He says, "If we put this along the wall, then she won't be able to see." So they got some of their glue and they started cutting the paper and putting it across the wall until it was on the wall. And then they looked back. "Mum will never notice that. It'll be fine, it'll be fine." And they left it at that, tidied everything away, and then went to their rooms. A few seconds later, Mum came home and she walked into the house, put the shopping away. Dinner time came, she cooked the dinner, and they all sat down around the dinner room table, and the kids were really quiet. They were scared because Mum's head was right next to the wall. She picked up a fork as she was eating and talking, and she looked across at the wall. Then she looked again at the wall. Kids, what's this? Says Mum. What's this mark on the wall? Why is the paper so different from the others? And she looked at the kids. I don't know, said one. Maybe it was just like when we were cleaning the dining room table, we wiped the wall, said another. And she looked at them again. Kids, what have you done? And the other child said, it was an accident. Cliff was yawning and he had a pencil in his hand and he accidentally marked the wall. His mom shook her head. Okay, she said. First of all, if you do something wrong, you should tell me straight away. The more you lie, the worse the punishment gets, and the harder it is to start telling the truth. So, you are going to have to get punished for this. Do you understand? And the kids bent their head. Yes, we understand. And Mum says, and we're going to use some of your pocket money to help replace the wallpaper. Okay? Yes, okay, said the kids. Now, that's the end of the story, boys and girls. You need to remember it is not good to lie. Always tell the truth, even if you feel scared and you think that will get you into trouble. It might not be the answers that you're looking for, but it's always important to tell the truth. So don't forget, be honest. It's good to be honest. See you soon. Bye.